When you hear the most interesting man in the world, who do you think of? Steve Jobs? Buzz Aldrin? The Dos Equis guy? Byron? Well, the person that comes to my mind is Brett Crosskoff, who also happens to be the most courageous business person I have ever met. Now, growing up, Brett didn't have the average life that most of you would expect. He grew up in the circus. Well, Brett grew up in the circus. He talks about his time being trained under, sorry about this. All right. During my interview with Brett over the weekend, he started out talking about his childhood. Now, when most old guys talk about their childhood, you usually just tune them out, not thinking much about it. Usually, when they talk about their childhood, it's just to bring up good feelings for them, the nostalgic feeling. Well, Brett's childhood is a little different. It was a lot more interesting. Growing up, instead of playing on the swings at the playground, he was playing on the swings in the circus. He's running across the trapeze, flying high on the trampolines. Sorry. That whole thing just screwed me up. All right. Sorry, this beginning just... Wish I could start over, but so growing up, when talking to Brett, he went on about his life story about growing up in the circus and being trained under Willie Waldo, the world's first human cannonball. Now, he describes Willie as a short German with a heavy German accent. While talking about his childhood, Brett fondly, I've never froze up like this before. But talking about his childhood, Brett fondly remembers how it played a big impact into his life. How, if it weren't for his childhood, he may not have taken the risks necessary to be where he is today. Now, today, Brett is an online diamond mogul. But how did he get there other than the influence of his childhood? Well, like most people going into business, Brett had to use what he learned in college and right outside of college. And, God. Brett had to use what he learned inside and outside of college. Oh my gosh. anyways, he's a courageous business person because his life, he's the typical American story. From rags to riches to an interesting life to second chances, he is the most interesting business person.